into the Playmakers Thursday edition of the Playmakers, your source for all KU sports all year round. My name is Lydia Taylor. Alongside me are my right-hand guys, Nick Cousin and Kevin Gray. Today we'll be talking baseball, softball, tennis, and golf. We have a packed show for you, like always, so keep it right here on the Playmakers.
What I gotta do, they gotta just know I am the nicest ever.
Welcome into the Playmakers. Since the last time we have seen you, the baseball team has gone 4-1, beating Baylor twice, Baker University, and Missouri State. Up next, the Jayhawks will host the TCU Horned Frogs this weekend here in Lawrence. But before we check out this weekend, let's take a look back at these games that I just mentioned.
Well, on Wednesday, they took on Missouri State, and Blake Goldsberry got the start for KU. He got his fourth loss of the season, while Jake Farmson on the other end of the iron took the win, his fourth win, and he has no losses on the year. 4 defensive errors and 3 home runs. That was a story for KU baseball. Spencer Johnson of Missouri State hit 3 home runs, including a grand slam against KU pitching.
Kansas scored in the top of the first when Colby Wright hit a 3-run double. In the bottom of the half, Johnson hit a first home run and stayed even until Goldsberry was replaced by Hayden Edwards. First pitch home run again by Johnson. The Bears went up 12-4. In the 6th, the Jayhawks added 2 runs on a sacrifice fly by Matt McLaughlin and an RBI single by Michael Tinsley. It became 13-6 after 6. The Jayhawks scored 2 in the 7th and 3 in the 8th, but again, any sense of a comeback were spoiled by Johnson with a 2-run home run, followed by Jake Berger, homer, to give you a final score of 18-11, Missouri State.
No, this wasn't a football score.
No, it was not a football score. A lot of runs. Lot of runs.
All right, guys, we're going to start a game called Over and Under. I'm going to say it, and you guys are going to give me what you think. Okay, total home runs for any player by the end of the season. Nick?
I'm going to go under right now. Their best power hitter, Michael Tinsley, has no home runs, and it's 2 months into the season. If he can't get it going right now, which is the stretch of the season, there's a lot of problems going on.
Right.
I'm going to disagree with you, Nick. I think I'm going to say over.
Shocker. Shocker.
I'm going to say over. There are 28 games left in the season, and there are 2 players on this Kansas team with 2 home runs right now. Devin Foyle and Rudy Carey each have 2 home runs. So that means they only need 5 home runs to get to reach 7. And the months are going to heat up. The temperature is going to get a lot hotter in Kansas. And, the bats usually get hotter too. So I think with the close to 30 remaining games, one of them is going to get hot enough to score 5 home runs.
I'm going to side with you here, Kev. Sorry, Nick.
Come on.
Okay, next. Players hit over 300 this season.
I'm going to say over. This is a situational hitting team, which means if they get the bats going, they'll hit for high percentages. In fact, 5 players have over 300 batting average right now. Michael Tinsley, Joe Maroney, Marcus Wheeler, Colby Wright, and Matt McLaughlin. And 2 are very close to getting to 300. Rudy Carey has a 271 batting average, and TJ Martin has a 281 batting average.
I'm actually going to agree with you, Nick. I think it's going to be
you.
over.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I know. I think it's going to be over 2. Like you said, there are 5 players above 300 right now, and 2 are close. They're a situational team. I think they're going to keep that streak up. They're not really a team that's going to get cold because of the situational hitting. So I'm going to say over.
All right, guys, and to top this off, over under 5.5 wins for Ben Krauth this season.
I'm going to say under. He is the ace of the team. We all know that, but no matter what kind of numbers he puts up on the mound, the hitting, if they don't get the hitting going and he makes one mistake on the mound, they're losing games.
True, but he is their best pitcher. I'm going to say over because the pitching's going to be there every time he pitches. And like I said about the home runs, the weather's going to heat up, the bats are going to heat up. So I think there will be some instances in the next 30 games, 28 games, in which the offense scores enough while he's on the mound to get the win. And I think he'll get enough to have 6 wins on the year.
All right, so looking ahead at this weekend, a matchup that we've been talking about here at the Playmakers for quite some time, TCU Horned Frogs are coming to Lawrence this weekend, and Friday is going to be a huge pitchers duel.
It's going to be Ben Crowd versus Lucan Baker, who was the Gatorade Player of the Year at Oak Ridge High School in Texas. He's just a freshman, has the lowest ERA in the starting rotation, and allows a .217 opponent batting average.
On Saturday, it's more of the same on the mound for TCU. Brian Howard will get the start. He has the most innings pitched with 41 1/3 and the second lowest ERA in the rotation with 3.27.
Sunday, Blake Wyman will be on the mound for the Jayhawks. On the other side, Dalton Horton. Horton was moved to the starting rotation after previous starter Rex Hill racked up a 6.23 ERA. Horton is a perfect 4-0 in relief appearances this year and a .260 ERA.
All right, guys, we are sticking with it and jumping over to softball right after the break. They traveled down to Oklahoma. What was the outcome? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. We'll be right back.